I'm pausing from my regular scheduled programming to do something a bit different today. I wanted to test out this feature that keeps being dangled in my face at the end of every season I play in my legacy mode on College Hoops 2K8. NBA 2K8 and College Hoops 2K8 were released a bit more than a month apart in the fall of 2007, and 2K did something unique that was never going to get replicated in basketball games after. They allowed you to transfer the draft classes coming out of your College Hoops legacy mode every season and to NBA 2K8 for prospects to be drafted. Think about it. Some of the stars you coached, played against, or just heard about while you played through each season, from All-American seniors who made a deep tournament run to promising underclassmen, they can all end up on an NBA team. My starting point is my last season at Tennessee State, 5 years into a legacy mode, and I do have a guy who's projected to be drafted. If you haven't checked out my legacy mode, go do that after the vid. But here we have Ismael Barlow, who's a big, bulky, strong 6'4" scoring guard who was a late bloomer, coming into his own after transferring for his senior year to average 23 points and 8 rebounds. His age might hurt him a bit. If you want his full story, just go watch my legacy mode videos, but I'm just focusing on the draft class feature here. I'll also be looking at another draft prospect guard, Tony Trotter, just because I remember him from when we played Syracuse that year. He's a 6'3", 194-pound, athletic, do-it-all junior point guard, but he's good. I think he was 93 overall if I remember correctly. Anyways, this is what the transfer draft class looks like. 2K8 had digital face generation for every player using the combination of existing NBA player faces, it looks like, with matching skin tones. I think that's so well done, and I wish they kept doing that for draft classes in more recent games so we'd have real pictures and menus. These are all players who just had full seasons and real stats that I could look up game by game. That's kind of crazy to me. Let's look at my guy Ismael Barlow. The stats are all accurate to how he was in college hoops. And you know what? I'd say the face they gave him really looks like his college hoop cyber face. Not sure how they did that. I feel like there's some TJ Ford in there, not sure who else. But skills wise, he's compared to Devin Brown, and the strengths and weaknesses honestly totally make sense to how he was playing at Tennessee State. Now, I took control of Cleveland in the NBA game, fast forwarded the season, and in the summer, I scheduled a few pre-draft workouts so we can see these guys in action. I got my man playing one-on-one against Larry Hughes. As you can see, they kept the same accessories and his cyber face looks a lot like the face he had in college. The only thing is they removed the t-shirt because that's not a thing in the NBA in this era. Side note, controls are so weird in NBA 2K8. All dribble moves are completed by moving the left joystick, so you have to use it both for direction and for dribble moves, which is really weird. I really hate it. But I'll say the animations are way more varied and crisper than in College Hoops 2K8, and the visuals are slightly better as well. So let's say both prospects did good in pre-draft workouts. The next step is for them to make their way onto a roster. I drafted them myself just to see what they'd look like in an NBA jersey, but to be honest, after all the scouting I did, they were most likely going to go undrafted. I will say the only thing that wasn't seamless about this whole thing is the shooting forms are not maintained in the file transfer, just because forms have different names in each game. But every form in College Hoops 2K seems to be here under a new name, so you just have to manually make the change if you care about a specific player being true to their college self. I'd love to know if anyone else has used this feature, or even, if it makes you want to get one or both games. Let me know, and like and subscribe for more College Hoops gaming content.